Hey guys, Travis from Guys Games and Beer here. We're at CypherCon 2024. We have an awesome room set up here. We're at the Guys Games and Beer room, enjoying an awesome hacker convention. They hooked us up with these sweet badges that once I'm done fixing machines, I'll have to play around with because I do love my gambling. Let's go take a look at the Guys Games and Beer room. We have really stepped it up this year. So we used to be a little bit down the hall, but we traded with Gar. Thank you, Gar. To take this new 5,000 square foot space over. Right as you get in, you get the retro rectangle. Rob here is finishing putting touches on it, bringing an awesome collection of games across the eras. Lots of fun stuff to play and try from. On the right, we have the legendary Vectrex in its full form. I'm glad we got the topper on it and everything. Looks absolutely beautiful. For people who haven't seen it before, it is a Vectrex vector-based arcade machine. It's a home console, but it was scaled up to arcade size. So the game has overlays for the different games that scroll through. So basically, it has all of the favorite Vectrex games in there with all of the overlays all in one cool arcade machine. Back over this way, we've got Newman Athletics. This debuted last year at our show. It's basically track and field. They got a 4-player multiplayer game. Instead of playing as like Olympic type events, you're Newmans, you're superhumans. So basically, you can play with up to 3 of your friends and do some great button mashing while you're here. Down around this way, we've got the classic video game selection center. This is a piece of Midwest history, which is why we kind of feature it in our kind of Made in Wisconsin segment. We got a store display from Sears. Most of these were dismantled and taken apart, but some of them survived, or they just took the guts out. And Tom, our cameraman here, is taking the loving, painstaking task of making sure this thing is running at top notch for this weekend. Down this way, we've got Cursed Halo. Again, our little spin on Halo. It's Halo CE, but all the vehicles, all the guns, they're mildly shitty. So your shotgun is a single-shot blunderbuss. Your ghost spins around like a blade. Again, everything's a little wacky. It kind of puts everybody on an even playing field. We'll go ahead and circle around this way. This, obviously, is our Steel Battalion setup. Again, if Guys Games and Beer, has another thing that they're known for is bringing the Steel Battalion line of contact land wherever we go. We kind of took the reins, a little after the pandemic of we'll be doing this obviously for CypherCon and Midwest Gaming Classic, but it's really great to continue this tradition of having 10 network Steel Battalion line of contact rigs all set up and play. Yeah, really excited to get in on some sessions this weekend. Here, you have really stepped up your game, Tom, our cameraman. He obviously is, for the past few years, had his Magnavox Odyssey set up, the original home game console, but he has also added some beautiful display pieces, original shrink-wrapped. Really, again, this is everything that came with the console. So you got your little casino set, your different cartridges, your game overlays, stuff like that. We also have this complete in-box, the first travel case for a console. Really, and again, everything is here, every last little bit, just like it was packed if you bought it. So this is a really cool display that, I have never seen anywhere else, which is really awesome. To my left here, your right, we've got the Quake Land. Again, we love our weird hardware. We like making sure get a little bit of every representation. There's gaming on Macs in the 90s, 2000s, so we want to make sure we represent that here too. So this is a really cool little corner of our space that we're really proud of, that we're continuing to run. Back here, we've got Drunken Larry Shooting Gallery. As Drunken Larry likes to say, there's two things that don't combine any better. It's guns and beer. So we do have a disclaimer, though. It's not legal advice. It's completely fictional. We got Typing of the Dead. We've got some Point Blank, Elemental Gear Bolt, which I knew of it, but I never knew it was that kind of a good cult classic. That's one, if you've never tried, you should look into. It's kind of like an RPG shooting game. We've got some Sega Master System. We even have the Action Max, which, yeah, we've got it. Do you want to play it? Probably not, but we've got it. And it's cool. It's a VHS-based light gun thing, but it looks better than it plays. Down this way, obviously, we've got the kind of centerpiece here, the Guys Games and Beer studio. We've got our gaming lounge, places for people to charge their cell phones.
we're looking forward. We're going to obviously, do some content here. We'll have Brian Koenig playing guitar. He just had his new Final Fantasy collection just released. He's finished composed and put together. So I'm really excited to hear some of his work from that. I was a Kickstarter backer. I was like, hell yeah, Brian's so talented. So I'm really excited to meet up with him this weekend and hear his work. Let's kind of go back past the Retro Rectangle. Again, the Retro Rectangle, we expanded out even more, so there's more consoles to play. Today, tomorrow, this weekend at Midwest Gaming Classic, we'll be here for it all. Got a big old line of games down this way. We've got Pac-Man Versus, another staple for anybody who's not played. It's multiplayer Pac-Man. Your friends play as the ghost, they try to catch you. So you got it's a really, really fun take on a classic game. Everybody knows Pac-Man, so it's a cool way to kind of switch it up a little bit. And then down here, we've got some of our import sections. We've got some candy cabs, rhythm games, and other Japanese imports. We've got like Sexy Parodius. This is a Chithunium controller, so it's motion sensor based as well as keyboard. We've got some Taiko no Tatsujin, very popular drumming game. We've got some of the candy cabs, Ring Mark vs. Capcom, some other Japanese imports down this way. We've got Samba de Amigo for the Dreamcast. Again, really, I always love the rhythm games. It's fun stuff you don't get to play every day, and it's really fun. It's fun to watch people play, and it's fun to play. So you can't go wrong with that. We've got our King of Hearts, Neo Geo Big Red, the classic Pepsi Man. You got to put Pepsi Man at the front as we're kind of getting to the end of this tour here. It's something that, again, I think is going to be a forever staple of the Guys, Games, and Beer Room, is our shrine to Pepsi Man. So people have left trinkets over the years, and it's kind of slowly started to grow, which I kind of love. I love that I just randomly at the end of the show, like, where did this Pepsi hat come from? Again, it's great. We've got some Gundam games, and then again, we got some retro computing here, again, especially for CypherCon. Again, some of the really early kit computers. Some of them are reproduction, and again, they're really just awesome history in the computing world. So, again, we will be here today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be here for CypherCon. We'll be here for the Midwest Gaming Classic. So you should definitely come, consider joining us. Again, we'll be here all day. So this is Travis and the Guys, Games, and Beer Room for CypherCon for Midwest Gaming Classic. Pleasure to give you a tour.